Ooh, nice little push. Or nice little hold, I should say, from Sue. Giving a man advantage over to Team Olaf. This is a much more chill round. Deep flashbang comes in. Sue, what a champion. Sue looks right into the flashbang and still swings while blind to clear upper dark. Way to be dedicated to the cause. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, very committed. Well, there's over a minute left in this round, and the T's taking their time, but it's all about the long play for them. It's all about walking out long here for Olofmeister. And there might be some mid-aggression. Sponge tries to walk into Oscar, and he will. He'll win that fight. It looks so good for Oscar to be able to take it. He was reading the maneuver from Sponge. The MP9 is quick to kill, and so is Pimp at A. Sue tries to cross out long, but is met with the shot of Pimp. And 35 seconds left. The full rotation of the CTs towards this A side of the map is in.
Well, here we go. Towards the A-bomb site, 3 versus 4. Urek needs to create something on Catwalk, and he will. First kill is his. They need more. shox with the response. Urek goes down, leaves shox in a 1v2, and Pimp's gonna start making his move immediately.
Yeah, shox on the site. He's definitely known for his clutches here. shox, and that's why. Shockwave right through 2 of them. And his rifles can begin to converge on long. And there is a couple of pistols still around, a couple of pesky little pistols. And they got to use the strength in numbers mentality to pull this off. And in fact, Olofmeister, they don't want to walk into A. They're perhaps reading this rotation, reading the stack of players towards A instead, and they want to go elsewhere. Have a little look down middle. See if there's a different pathway, perhaps to B, where you don't have to walk into a stack, where you don't have to walk into these pistols that have already rotated. Play the percentages. Get that 7th round.
Play the percentages. Give us that methodical, percentage-based, ratio-based Counter-Strike. There goes Ema. Up Catwalk we head. Sponge on the ramp with just a MAC-10. That's not the weapon for the job. He's going to go down, and 1 player inside the site. Pimp is the only one that remains. He falls last. A 4-round lead. Walk we go. Pimp playing a very deep defense in Goose. NBK on the ramp. Ema out towards long.
Olofmeister begins to climb up short. Not wanting to give away anything, unlike 1xBet. And now Urek, the smoke comes on up right in front of him. The flash, the short execute. Going to be the commitment forward. Pimp standing in towards Goose, has to use the smoke to get rid of the fire and the flames, tickling his feet, and shox jumps into the smoke. A great kill through with a MAC-10, and Urek falls at the hands of NBK as this CT side look at us be strong, look at a hold water, but it's only 1 kill for NBK in defense, and this post plant is starting to look great. With Sponge running in with one of the premium rifles, he has fallen by the wayside, and now we must look to Tati, and well, that isn't going to happen. Just Ema now left in a 1v3. Sue has dished out haircuts all around, and shox will assist. 8 rounds. Olaf have won the...
Come up late towards long, and actually it looks like Team Olaf want nothing to do with it. They don't have a whole lot of utility, though, to address other parts of the map.
No, you don't, but what a round this would be if Team Pimp are able to pull it off. You can catch a promo code on the right side of your screen, Vacation1X. And press here to use that. Now Sue goes into short fight. Tati gets caught. And now is Pimp out here with the deagle, laying down the law. Sue with the rifle. The T side cutting through the defense. Nice and easy. A Sponge and MBK, the last 2 remaining players. It is MBK that sits atop the Xbox smoke, but it fades away. And it did give him temporary cover, but that temporary cover is now gone. And just Sponge left. And they started this round with maybe a window of opportunity, a chance where they felt like they could possibly pull it off with some of the weaker guns, but it ends up not being that way. It wins that duel with the rifle.
It's a free butterfly knife for every map we play today, Dinko.
Yeah.
Every map we play today. So at least 2.
At least
maybe
2.
3.
Yeah, maybe even 3. So make sure you get involved with that. Again, the code is !1 Oh, I love 1x bet. Exclamation point. I love 1x bet.
There we go. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Just like Olaf nailed that shot right into the hip of Taddy. 9-3, and Team Pimp is getting pulled apart on Dust 2. Over towards long, Yurik looking to start his cross behind the car. Sees nobody. Pimp looking towards middle. NBK in the B bomb site. They're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And the wrong place at the wrong time. That's the excuse they always give, isn't it? And here is Pimp towards CT. He's got to run away. Surely he'll hit that one, but not much more. Don't give us more. Surely not here, Pimp. The bomb is down, though. They don't really have any utility to cross apart from Olofmeister here. Ooh, this could be a little bit messy. They're waiting on that smoke. It's 15 seconds left. Pimp is now watching for the gap. And now they let Yurik play. Oh, good swing from that part. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes a little bit of luck goes a long way. And Oscar, oh, no luck in that one. Just pure skill. Up against Sponge. When are they going to learn? When are they going to learn to stop fighting middle against Oscar? You're never going to win it. And that's another opening kill thanks to Oscar. But Imma, ooh, Imma, he's got a free one. And this is going to give the advantage on over to the CTs. He's going to run down. Sue walks right into the MP9. Oh my goodness, this starts with the kill from Oscar. And then somehow, Team Pimp are in full control.
Full control, unless Olaf can bring it right back. He's got a chance. Oh, nade in hand, nade in hand. Into the site, Taddy falls. That's a big win to have, and Oscar's back in middle. Biding his time, going to shift out towards long. It's the most space he's got. The most runway available to him is out towards long, and he's got the op, he's got time, he's got space, and this is sometimes where Oscar does his best work. It's at least going to get a plant. And then the question becomes, where does the retake start to move in from? Molotov going to give away the game. And Oscar now needs to find a way to manage all the different angles from within the bomb site.
He does, and if there's anybody we would call a master of the clutch in this competition, Oscar would certainly be up there. But the shot misses this time, and with a shot miss,
didn't even take it.
It is a rough old time for Oscar. He's going to sit in the middle of the site, and too many angles to worry about. It is a perfect retake there from Team Pimp, and what a turnaround after losing the opening kill to them winning with 3 players staying up with some weaker guns. That is a 4th round locked in.
This is nice and easy. Even with the double op setup, Pimp hasn't been able to find anything. Imma, his chance next. He's going to walk over. They line up. They line up. He's brought Olaf down to 6, and he's going to come for more. But backs away just to play it safe. It's a man advantage, but not much of one.
Oh, shox has been spotted too. Imma now getting called over to watch that, and he won't miss that kind of shot. Yurik is waiting for the overextension of Imma, and it does come, but he's traded through the smoke by NBK, and this keeps the numbers even. So let's keep us at a 2 versus 2. And they're going to start sending their way through the top of the tunnels. The smoke is already there at the doorway, so Oscar doesn't have to worry about that. But Olofmeister has to worry about his backside, because NBK is looking to come around the back doors, and he does. He opens them wide. Olofmeister's taken out, and just Oscar now left in a 1v2. The clutch again, one for him to win. It lands on NBK. Oh, he gives him a fight, he gives him a peek, and eventually NBK wins that duel, and a 5th round recovered here for Team Pimp. Now, for this pistol, it's kicking off. It's round 16 underway. Remember about that butterfly knife giveaway. Exclamation point, I love 1x bet. Now we head into what will be an attack out long. Yurik, he's positioned himself at the car, and what a super sub he has been in this first half. 14-9. He's got to feel really happy about his performance right now, and he's just waiting, biding his time, because they are walking ever closer to that car. And in the first fight, he's through the lower tunnels, but look how clean that shot is from Yurik, a 2nd. Wow, this is a great stand-in. I see they brought the big guns in for the grand final. Yurik gets cleared out by Pimp finally, but his damage is already felt on the server. And Pimp will fight Oscar and wins that on the long flank.
Oh, they got a lot more they need to win, though. A lot more they need to win, and NBK, it finally connected down towards the end of the magazine. Pimp with one, but can't transfer.
Standard mid-control will be attempted to be taken here for Team Pimp, but the only thing worth even talking about is the deagles here and the scout for Sponge, and we really don't expect them to get too much done. The point of Sponge here is to try and soften up some of those players, right?
Yeah.
Get them some tags so these deagles can be pretty impressive.
Yeah, just get around to about like half HP, set him up nicely, get the, be the bump and the bump set spike combo.
Boom.
Not this time.
This time.
This time, though, he does get it. Oscar goes down. Okay. You still have shox over and Goose. And with this SMG, oh, Sponge can't turn that corner. He knows it. He's got to park himself and hope that there's no swing. NBK providing a little bit of protection from far back, but this attack has been stalled out.
Yeah, Sponge is just waiting, biding his time, knowing that he's in a decent position here. Shox with one, and the second is out as well. Great work from that MP9. This will be a 12th round in just a moment. Yurik is the player to confirm that. 24-6 now with those kills from... Walking through the tunnels. It's Sue out to the left side. She's got the MP9 swinging out into the crosshairs. It's shox. Ooh, it's one from the side itself, and now he swings from the car. It's going to be a jump up into the attack. Shox is always good for a multi-kill, it seems, in this map. Even when he's under excruciating pressure, he's still able to pull it off, and Oscar must clutch this time. He's got the shot on him up. He smokes off the doorway, but he's so low on health that the rifles would take him down in just a bullet. So Sponge, he's got the best chance here. The timing, it's going to work out for him. It looks like it anyway. Oscar gets into the cover of the tunnels, and this is the only way he wins it, really, if he has some cover to play with.
Ooh, he can pull this off. One quick shot. There it is. There's the first, and he's got plenty of time. He sees Taddy drop into the bomb site as well. 20 seconds. And Taddy's got to be nervous. There's no time to make it over to the A bomb site either. It's got to be here. It's got to be right at this site itself. And Oscar is going to play it safe. Call the bluff.
Oh, the plant is in. And now Tati looks towards the tunnels, and Oscar's so close, but yet so far. Like that, right off the get-go. Team Olaf.
Oscar will do that to you, man.
Yeah, he will, and he'll do it every time, and it's really hard to do anything about it. It's really hard to figure out how to change it. And MBK, oh, you got to reply elsewhere, perhaps. Maybe that's the answer, but he's not ready for shox. Luckily, shox doesn't take his opportunity and has to run away.
Yeah, shox was hoping that MBK was just going to walk right into it, but didn't want to be the aggressor. And then obviously when his play gets spoiled, he just calls the stalemate, backs off, and doesn't want to give up any advantage over to his team or over to his opponents. So nicely done from NBK. Gets a little bit lucky that shox wanted nothing to do with the fight. And Team Pimp is going to wheel around the map right back at him at the B bomb site. And shox is the only defender there. Fake being thrown at long by Pimp.
Oh, shox, he gets a lineup. Oh, should have taken two there. He definitely had that opportunity, but he's done damage and still a chance to get a little bit more. He's under a lot of pressure, but he needs to distract. He's setting them up for the flank of Olofmeister coming through the tunnels. He's now got the rotation coming in for the rest of his teammates as well. shox has bought time. He's also done damage. And that is the most important fact, because here comes Olofmeister. Here he comes around the back. Executes the operation. The 66th order in place. And now Pimp up on short runs away because there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can find. It is going to be Team Olofmeister heading to 13 rounds.
Yes, it will be. That's a nice flank from Olof, and obviously with Pimp throwing the fake, they knew exactly where he'd be.
That has been the main comfort ground for Team Pimp, but the worrying part for Team Pimp is it's also been the comfort ground for Team Olaf. And when Oscar is having a good game, he can take overrange, and we've seen that already. And shox at this level, it's very scary. It's really, really scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just shox. It's Oscar as well. It's like shox at this level is scary. Oscar with him at this level is frightening. And if you get Olaf to have that pop off, then yeah, just call it a day.
MBK fighting towards CT. Olofmeister is gone. shox also falling by the wayside. And there's only 35 seconds left in this round. Emma walks out of the tunnels. It's Sue that will topple. And this is a really good round from Team Pimp.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
They're gonna win it on elimination.
Yeah, you even have Sponge over in the mid double doors with an op himself, and he was just holding for anyone to rotate back over. They had every eventuality covered, and it's just Oscar to try and save his op, and he knows they're going to come hunting for him.
On the hunt for Oscar. Wanted death only. And he's found by MBK.
Striking distance. This buy might be the exact gift that Team Pimp needed.
Oh, MBK's bullets whizzing through the smoke. A lot of them were landing close towards shox, but none of them connecting enough to take him out of the round. And I like this. I like this play from Yurik, realizing a bit of a risk is needed to be thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
And pushing it towards the long doors. But this buy doesn't look like it's going to get going here. It looks like Team Pimp should be taking this one.
Yeah, no, they absolutely should be. Especially with this kill on up towards Catwalk. You know, you have one locked into the cave over at long. Sponge has Yurik kind of trapped. He's not going to be any help to anybody. shox winning a fight. Oh, okay. Yurik beating Sponge, and all of a sudden now it gets a little bit weird. The scout headshot comes in, and it's a 3-on-2. Oh, this is all come crumbling down. NBK hustling up Catwalk to help Ima, but it might not be fast enough.
Oh, MBK. I can't believe that he's put into this position. I can't believe they've done it. Doesn't want to get involved in any other fights. Don't want to fight Pimp when he's got his big scout in his hands. And shox has come forward with a great shot on MBK. And that is going to be the first kill of the round for the CT side, putting them in pole position to get 15.
Yeah, and they should be able to handle it. That's another beautiful headshot from Olaf. Still not upgrading the scout whatsoever. Utility towards Catwalk. Taddy is going to try and come through this smoke, but Olaf gets an aggressive angle. Pimp is there as well. Underneath the smoke. One tag, and Olaf cleans up Taddy, and Pimp comes right through into the... 3 versus 4. Ooh, shox able to find one. It is very over. Sponge might have something to say about it. Indeed, what a nice second headshot. Oh, this could be the moment, Dinko. You might have just given Sponge the anger and the hatred that he needs to cling onto to make it through this 1v4.
Yeah, well, teeth gritting. Sponge is eager, worrying up, looking for another shot. And he's been spotted towards top middle. You'd have to bring down shox, who is just on an absolute other level, and it isn't gonna happen. Sue will come out.